Hey everyone, it's Melinda here. This is going to be my first pregnancy vlog for baby number 3. I know it's been a while since I updated, but I wanted to wait until my first OB appointment, which was today. And I have a lot to talk about, but I'm going to try not to talk a lot. Okay. Well, first, going off my last period, which was November 28th, I should be 6 weeks, 6 days today. Well, when I went to my OB appointment, he examined me and everything, and he did an ultrasound, and he said, "When was your last period?" And I told him, and he was like, "Well, you're definitely not 7 weeks." And I was like, okay, and he was like, "You're only measuring 5 weeks. And I was like, "Really?" And then he showed me, and I was like, "Well, where's the yolk sac? Where's the fetal pole?" And he said, "Well, it's too early to detect that on an ultrasound." And I was like, "Well, I've seen where people have detected that, at 5 weeks." And he was like, "Well, you just turned like 5 weeks." He said, "You'll actually be 5 weeks tomorrow." And I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "So it's not going to detect that yet." He's like, "Maybe 5.5 weeks, almost 6 weeks, you will see that." He was like, "But right now it's too early." So, of course, I got very bent out of shape, and I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense to me. I got a positive pregnancy test, December 19th and December 20th. I spotted a little bit on the 20th. I was like, "You told me that was normal." I was like, my ECG levels, have progressed, doubled. I was like, so I'm just really confused, because going off my last period, and he said, "Well, sometimes it doesn't always work that way. The baby's going to grow at its own pace." He said, when I come back in 2 weeks, because he told me he wanted to see me back in 2 weeks, do another ultrasound, that everything can be perfectly normal. There should be a baby there with heartbeat and everything. He said every pregnancy is different. So I'm going to take his word for it, because he didn't seem very concerned, because he said that the gestational sac looked perfect for an early pregnancy, and he didn't see anything that indicated that there was a problem. So here's the ultrasound picture. That's the little tiny gestational sac, the little baby. I also have a backwards tilted uterus, so that makes it a little difficult to see my uterus and whatever's in it on an ultrasound, so he had to do it vaginally. Anyway, there's only one baby in there, because I know a lot of people kept on saying, "Oh, well, maybe you're having twins." But anyway, he, since I was freaking out so much, he offered to do blood test. Blood test meaning, he checked it today and then again Wednesday to see if, it doubles. Well, I told him I didn't want to stress myself out any more than what I am now, so I'll just wait the 2 weeks and come back the 2 weeks and do the ultrasound and find out then. So, I went to the store, of course, after I came home, and I bought a couple pregnancy tests. And I took a couple pregnancy tests today to see, what the results would be. Because if it's a miscarriage or a blatant ovum or anything like that, then, I would get faint lines. Or I'd get a negative. Because, it was like 3 weeks ago when I spotted. So, he told me that shouldn't indicate a problem. It should have happened right after. Anyway, I took a pregnancy test, about a week after my missed period on a dollar store test, and it showed up like this. See, the test line isn't very dark at all. And it took it forever to show up, and I thought it was going to be negative, and I was freaking the hell out. Well, today I took a pregnancy test, and as soon as I put the P in it, it was positive. Actually, the test line came up before the control line on the dollars test. And as you can see, the test line is darker than the control line. And then I took one of these appt blue dye tests, and that came up immediately too. And the test line is darker than the control line also. So I'm thinking if there was anything wrong, then I would still be getting faint positives, not blatantly rapid, you know, as soon as I pee on it, positives. So my pregnancy is progressing. I'm not going to try to stress myself out and worry too much. I just think that I have my dates wrong and I'm only 5 weeks, because I ovulated on the 11th of December, and going by that day of conception, well, I either ovulated, well, anyway, going by that day of conception till today, I am exactly 5 weeks. So, I mean, that could be the case right there. My body is going off the day I can't friggin' talk today. The day that I conceived, not going by my last period. So I'm just going to stay calm and not try to freak myself out. If any of you ladies have ever did this, please comment below and please let me know, because that would be great. And let me know what your outcome was, if you had a healthy baby, all that stuff. Anyway, my symptoms, tender breast, sometimes I get short pains, like if I touch them, they hurt. Like my nipples are very sensitive. I've been having some nausea off and on. Sometimes it lasts all day. I have been having food aversions. There's a lot of stuff that, like, just thinking about eating it makes me sick to my stomach. A lot of peeing. I've been peeing a lot. Even wake up in the middle of the night a couple times to pee, which is annoying. What else? I noticed that, like, the blood vessels in my chest and stuff like that have gotten, like, more prominent, darker. Like, I can see them. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Like, I haven't really had any cramping or anything. Like, last week I had a little bit of cramping, but it wasn't anything serious. It was, like, very, very, like, light cramping. I've had a lot of cervical mucus, if that's what you want to call it. Been very wet down there, I should just say. My sex drive is still the same. It's not heightened or anything like that, like my last pregnancy. But if I'm only 5 weeks, then it's really too early to determine how that's going to turn out. But yeah, this isn't the greatest video, and I apologize. I look like crap. I've been crying today because I was upset. I didn't get much sleep last night. But yeah, I will update you guys in about a week with my 6-week update, seeing as how the ultrasound is saying I'm only 5 weeks. And then my 7-week update, I should have the results for you guys from the ultrasound I'm supposed to have in 2 weeks. So that's all I gotta say for now. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, please comment below and I will answer them. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.